Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Well, I've told you before, right? We're probably going to come into a bull trap, and here we are at 38.2, and we're probably going to go up to this red trend line. Let's talk about what's going to possibly happen next and how we could possibly get out of this, clearly, this bull trap, right? And how to trade it in today's video. And if you're interested in trading it, you can trade it at bybit.davincij15.com or femex.davincij15.com. Oh my goodness. Well, Bitcoin, we've finally turned around from the 40K bottom. We're rallying higher. It feels good, but we all know that this feel-good moment is probably not going to last. It's probably going to break down and turn against us. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin can't go up forever, right? And, the trend's a friend to end. I'm going to be explaining why I see this as a bull trap, a classic bull trap. You could see that. And we're going to see how we're going to best trade this market because, hey, and every day is a day to trade, right? So you could trade any kind of market, whether we're trending up or trending down, or we're going sideways. There's always an option to trade a market. Just need to determine what the trend is, and you trade the trend accordingly. Alrighty, well, I do have, before I get onto the charts, right, I do have an announcement to make, announcement, just like Justin Sun would do. I will be making an announcement on Monday, so make sure you tune in for that, and huge announcement on Monday, because, it's going to be a big one, and I want you to make sure that you're a part of that. Okay, let's head on to the charts. Oof, boy, this played out like classic. Once we broke down, right, from the 45,000, right, and then we tested the bottom, right. I knew that, hey, well, this is serious resistance. There's no way we're gonna break through this. It's possible, but it's very unlikely. We kind of like wiped out anybody who was who was going long, waiting for a nice long. And now, of course, that long has come through, right? Because, that's what the market does, right? It takes the most amount of money from the most amount of people. And so we're still in this trend, right? Because, if you look, let's take a look at the long term, right? Let's look at the long term. You see we have trend lines, right, drawn. And they've been around for quite some time. And you can see what's the direction of the market down. So, is there any indication on daily that we are breaking higher? Nope, none whatsoever. In fact, we can't really even say that we're breaking higher until we're past the $52,000 mark, and then create we create a W to get us there, right? So if the daily creates some sort of W action, right? We break above here, we come back down, retest the bottom here, right? So let me just draw that out. So we come up, we break above here, right? We go, yes, we're going higher, and then we come back down. We test the support level, we go back up. That's a nice trade to make to take us to above the $52,000 mark and possibly going higher. But we have to see that market do that, and I don't think it will. It's not impossible. So if you're thinking about getting out of the market, anywhere up to the red line, above this 38.2, up to the red line should be traded out, and up to 61.8, which is the 47,000, and then maybe if we break above that and then come back down, pump back up, and the breakout, that's where you'd probably buy. But we'd have to see that happen. We'd have to see some sort of Wing action. Clear Wing action on the price charts, and we're not going to see that. So odds are we're not going to see that. I don't think we're going to see that, honestly. Is it an absolute? No. But it's not likely at this point in time. And it's unfortunate, and we're probably going to end up breaking the lower level of this green bar before we even see a turn, right? Because of the market's so depressed. Hopefully, I'm completely wrong, honestly, on this one. I hope I'm completely wrong, and I'll be very happy about that. but it's not likely, unfortunately. And it's not likely that this is the case. That it's not likely that we're going to go a lot higher. All right, so let's zoom in and take a look at the 4 hour, or let's go to the hourly, see if there's any kind of trade happening. I don't think so, because the daily is like is giving us, the daily 13 AM is giving us resistance. I'd wait for some sort of since this is the short-term trend on the hourly here that we're going up, and it looks like we're breaking it actually. So I'd be a little careful. Take a little bit of a chill pill here. Yeah, I'd take a little bit of a chill pill because we're breaking a trend here, and on the hourly. So not sure if this is a good time to be a buyer, to take a risk here. We could come back a little bit, only a little bit, maybe retest the lows. I would say maybe a 61.8, because we're pretty far away from this time frame to do a Hail Mary. Hail Marys mostly work on lower time frames than it does on higher time frames. So most likely a 61.8 retrace before we actually continue higher. But we could also just do a 38.2 and break down, wipe out these longs here, and then head higher. So look for that. Maybe you start with the 38.2, you go, if it drops down, you go to the lower time frames. If it comes down here, and maybe you could find some sort of trade down here to buy in, and then we'll maybe walk away with only a small percentage loss should it come all the way down to the 61.8. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum. Right before we do, remember this indicators that as you can see on here, right? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. There's no indicator that works 100% of the time. But you can see that there is a clear buy and sell signals on this indicator, rockin' brainwaves. And if you're interested in that indicator, you can buy it here by heading over to the payment link right here, and yeah, and then you'll have access to this cool little indicator. All right. Also, DJ15 token is available right on Uniswap 2, and I am going to be working on moving that to Uniswap 3. And then, yeah, you'll have liquidity there as well, and that makes it a lot easier to purchase. So, yeah, and if you're interested in buying that, that's great, because you could also gain a percentage of my income. And yeah, we're doing very well with this RockinBrainer. So yeah, that percentage will go into buying up the token and burning them. So yeah, make sure you hold some DJ15 tokens. Okay, heading over to Ethereum, right, on the 4 hour, we got a buy signal on the RockinBrainer a while back, and yeah, you're still in profits. Of course, this looks like it wants to stop around the 38.2 and rest here. We broke above it from the top to the bottom, so I would say we're probably going to go up to the very least the 61.8, but most likely the 78.6, when we talked about it in the previous show. So there's still more room to run for Ethereum, but hey, you know what? Ethereum loves to like psych you out, so be careful here. If you see a sell signal, I think you should on the indicator, I think you should walk away, right, with your profits, and make sure that you are set to break even should you have taken this buy signal here, because you know what, you want to, at the very least, let's just say the market just dumps on you, tanks on you heavy, you want to be able to walk away with just a break even trade and not get hurt. Okay, things are looking good right now, but I would not be going into a long until later on next week. I'd wait for something. Just wait for us to see some sort of nice confirmation, long confirmation, like on a W, right over here. It would be sweet, right? I should have got into a long actually with that. I didn't get into one myself. I wanted to get into one with this one right here. I knew it was like a really good time, right? Once it did this bottom one here, I was like, man, this is a good long position, and I missed it. Oh, I can't get them all. And so, yeah, if we do something like this, I'm happy with that. It's not the greatest right? I prefer a W of further down the line, right? But hey, I'll take it. And if we did that, I'm going to take this run, or probably at the 61.8 should it come back down on Ethereum. So that's what I'm looking at as an entry point, right? From here, 61.8. Down to here. So there we go. 61.8 is at the $3,100 or $3,100 and mark approximately. So that's where I would be happy to take along should price action come back down there. Okay, let's head over to dominance. Dominance is like wants to break down, but it's just playing with us. But I can tell you, we break these lows right here. It's a slide down. World Express elevator to hell, right? On the dominance for the Bitcoin against Bitcoin for the alts, man. This thing is gonna light up like a Christmas tree, with green money. It's already lit up a little bit, and it's gonna light up some more, right? So make sure that you are taking advantage of that and getting into these cool coins. And earning some more Bitcoin using the little lady strategy. Because why? Well, Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you absolutely need to be a part of it. Thanks for watching.